Alright, it's Normal Guy here with our newest analyst, Fangirl. The one person on the planet who may watch more movies than I do.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yes.
Although you definitely have the upper lead in superhero movies.
I'm Batman.
We're doing a 2012 movie preview here, so we're going to run down the movies that have come out and will come out this year, the highlights, and see our thoughts on them. This is Normal Guy versus the World. One of the biggest first blockbusters of the year was Hunger Games. That did really well.
And so it was decreed that each year the 12 districts of Pan Am shall offer up in tribute one young man and woman between the ages of 12 and 18 to be trained in the art of survival and to be prepared to fight to the death.
The books themselves were pretty good. The first and the second ones were really good. The third one was okay. The lead character was pretty much in a state of sedation.
Oh my gosh! It's like if Return of the Jedi had, for half of the movie, Han Solo was still encased in that ice block.
Yes, it would have been like that. When I was reading the first book, I was wondering, how are they going to do this in the movie? Because it's an arena where kids are killing kids, and it's like,
that doesn't seem disturbing at all.
Yeah, not disturbing at all.
I just can't afford to think like that.
In terms of the summer movies, Battleship.
Warning red. Weapons tight. I want everything loaded.
Hit it! This came out, he was trying to be like the rival to Avengers in May. You know, for the summer blockbuster Hoopla Balooza.
What is wrong with you?
I did see Battleship. I thought it was pretty good. It was one of those good military movies. Lots of shooting and explosion.
Yeah.
Action that way.
It's nice to once in a while see a movie that has the military not be jerks.
Yes. Yes, it's actually good that way.
We're not going down without a fight.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, the original Battleship game didn't have anything to do with aliens, did it?
No.
No.
They just kind of threw that in there, I think. They had to they wanted to make it kind of similar to the game, and the way they did that was actually pretty cool. There's a scene where
life's a happy song when there's someone by my side to sing along.
Just shows up on a grid. And
so they got the grid! They got the grid!
They got the grid, and that's how they did it. That's how they got the game into the movie. Two of the actors in it are from the TV show Friday Night Lights. The characters of Tim Riggins and Landy.
You know, I saw Liam Neeson was also in it.
Yes, he also did a good job in the movie Grey, which I saw recently too.
We need a fire, then we find food. If we don't move and work now, we'll all freeze to death.
Somebody will find us.
They gotta know that plane went off the radar.
Nobody's gonna find us. Not here. We figure out what way is south and we start walking.
Okay, so what'd you think of Grey?
It was very, very creepy. Because it's about survival from wolves.
Yeah.
And this plane crashes and he has to survive in the wilderness with the guys who are left alive, but they all get picked off one by a pack of wolves.
A bunch of guys get dropped in the wilderness and then get eaten off by wolves one by one.
Pretty much. Or they die by falling out of trees.
Okay.
Falling into deep chasms.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's also kind of a journey to agnosticism.
Definitely, he traveled all that way for nothing. There was no point. I think to me, it was like Hollywood thinks that getting rescued at the last minute is very cliche.
You gotta be kidding me.
Now I feel sorry for most of the movies this year because it doesn't matter what comes later, The Avengers is the best movie of the year, bar none.
That's what we call ourselves. Earth's mightiest heroes type thing.
And I'm dragging her this weekend to see it, but
I really got to see it.
Yes. Yeah.
What are you prepared to do?
We're not finished yet. The Avengers. Rated PG-13, now playing.
Now, Men in Black 3.
Kay! I'm looking for Kay. Have you seen him? Sort of a surly older gentleman. He smiles like this.
wasn't the same as the first one because the guy who left wasn't the same when he came back.
What?
And I heard that they're making a third, and I'm just like, really?
It doesn't seem like there's any point to it, kind of.
What's the point?
When you,
I mean, you already made 4 Shreks. That was kind of
yeah.
fortunate.
Well, you know, it's kind of the same thing. My feelings on Shrek 4 are the same thing as my feelings on Men in Black 3. If the plot of the story relies on you going back in time, you probably have run out of ideas.
Yeah. Or if you've gotten to the point where none of it ever happened.
Oof. You got some city miles on you.
Yeah.
You need to get somebody else.
Yes,
or
exactly.
just come up with something different.
Yes, okay.
Hint, hint, Hollywood.
Yeah. They've made more remakes and sequels in 2011 than they did in any other year, which is saying something about Hollywood's, creativity slide. This is a great window of opportunity, Christian movies. Alright, so now Brave.
I'll be shooting for my own hand! Curse this dress!
Don't you dare loose another arrow!
And Pixar has a great track record.
Yes.
So, I have a lot of confidence in Pixar.
Oh yeah.
And it's the first girl star of a Pixar movie.
Which is cool.
Which is good, about time. Yeah. I am a little bit concerned. I mean, by the previews, it looks like they may be, I don't know how I would put this. They're maybe trying to be feminist in all the wrong ways. Like, make her obnoxious, but also maybe not do things that would appeal to girls, because I don't think there's going to be any romance in it at all. I mean, it doesn't. So it's kind of like they're.
Then what's the point of a princess?
Yeah.
I don't want to get married. I want to stay single and let my hair flow in the wind as I ride through the glen, firing arrows into the sunset.
I could be wrong. I was wrong about WALL-E when I said, a robot silent movie is not going to work.
That is the best Disney Pixar
It is
I've ever seen.
one of the best movies ever. So, I've been wrong before.
Yes.
I was right about Up, though.
Oh, Mom!
Okay, next. Snow White and the Huntsman.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?
You are the fairest, but there is another destined to surpass you. Consume her heart and you shall live forever.
Find me someone who doesn't fear the dark forest to hunt her down.
She has very particular reasons for being very excited about it.
Yes, because one Chris Hemsworth, aka Thor, plays the huntsman.
He's pretty cut.
At this point, that is my main reason for wanting to go see that.
It's so funny, he's playing almost the exact same character as Thor.
Yeah.
He
just has an axe instead of a hammer.
An axe instead of a hammer, yes. So it's like, we change his hair color and we give him an axe, so it's totally different.
I just really wish they would have picked somebody besides Kristen Stewart to play Snow White. It's Bella. No offense, Kristen Stewart can't have it.
Oh, yes, she did!
Twihards, send all your hate mail to Fangirl.
I won't read them, but I don't care.
Looks better than, Mirror, Mirror. You saw that one.
I did see Mirror, Mirror.
In an enchanted kingdom, there was a beautiful princess with skin as white as snow and hair as black as night.
La la la. Her hair is not black, it's raven, and she's 18 years old, and her skin has never seen the sun, so of course it's good.
And it was cute, and the lead girl is actually Collins in The Blind Side.
Okay.
Yes, and Julia Roberts plays the stepmom.
Yeah.
And it was good. It's predictable.
What?
But it was cute. It was really different. Julia Roberts was really interesting. It's a cute movie. I recommend you see it, but it's the only kind of movie I would only want to see once.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Now, Amazing Spider-Man.
The new Spider-Man.
The new Spider-Man.
The new Spider-Man.
This life is not an easy one. I've made enemies. Powerful enemies. I've put those I love in danger.
They already did Spider-Man.
Too
Why
soon
are they
for a
remaking
reboot.
it?
Too soon for a reboot.
Yes.
And to tell the origin story again? Really?
We know he got bitten by a radioactive spider.
We know his Uncle Ben's death was his fault. We know there's that angst.
Yes.
And they're taking out all of the best characters, like, you know, Jameson and Harry and Mary Jane. I mean...
Really?
Yeah, those characters aren't in it.
But it's... You can't have Spider-Man without Mary Jane.
No!
Duh.
That seems a bit excessive.
Dark Knight Rises.
You don't owe these people anymore. You've given them everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
I saw the preview to that, but in lieu of like all the Avengers stuff, I'm like, wait, that's Batman. I want to see the Avengers first, then I'll get excited about Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
it's like
Batman.
happy, exciting superheroes, dark and depressing superheroes.
Why didn't you just kill me?
All right, and the final, great climax ending to the 2012 movie year, The Hobbit.
The Hobbit. Finally, it's about time they came out with it.
Dear Frodo, you asked me once if I had told you everything there was to know about my adventures. While I can honestly say I have told you the truth, I may not have told you all of it.
Bilbo Baggins, I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure.
Okay, I'm just gonna let her roll. I'm just gonna let her roll now because this is where I am with superheroes. She is with Lord of the Rings.
I've been waiting for The Hobbit to come out since Return of the King ended, which was about the time I graduated high school. I can quote the movies forever.
She could.
Like, seriously, I
and
can.
has.
Yes, I can, and I will. They're apparently going to be making it into 2 parts, which originally I was like, why? It's only one story. You don't need to do that. But I've heard that they're doing it so they can show you what Gandalf did while everybody else was off
the bridge, yeah.
The bridge and all that.
Of course, you know, we totally know the reason that they're doing it as more than one movie is not because of, you know, they want to make more money.
Oh, no, absolutely.
It has nothing to do with that.
Money?
Hollywood isn't about making money. Of course it's about the arts, you idiots.
It's about art.
The 2012 movies overall, what does it look like? The kind of year is kind of shaping up to be in general.
Thus far, it's been a lot of superhero movies and action movies and things like that.
Yeah.
So
even like a Pixar movie, it's like, you know, Pixar movie is more action oriented.
It seems to be a pretty action-packed year.
Yeah, it's kind of like big blockbusters and action adventure and kind of
saving the world.
Saving the world.
Let's all try to save
the world together.
All right, but that's right. It is 2012 after all, and the world's going to end.
Oh yes.
So that's why. All the save the world movies.
Yes.
The world's gonna end.
Hollywood is trying to single-handedly save the world from utter destruction this year. So we'll see if they succeed. If anyone can do it, it's the 2012 movies, which include The Avengers, Battleship, The Huntsman, and
all the fairy tales.
Superheroes, exactly. Guess that's 2012, and we'll keep you updated all throughout the year. I'm Normal Guy.
And I'm Fangirl.
And this is Normal Guy versus the World.
Avengers Assemble.
Avengers Assemble!
We're not finished yet.
You have a tale or two to tell when you come back.
Can you promise that I will come back?
No. And if you do, you will not be the same.
My name is Bilbo Baggins.
Bagginses. What is a Bagginses? Precious.
Oh my gosh! Sneak attack! Boys besides Hobbit.